Hi, everybody. It's Cassie Oelberg in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. I just came off of the most fabulous Creative Cafe International weekend. If you are tuning into my YouTube channel and you have not heard of it before, it is a huge virtual event where hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of scrapbookers from around the world come together, and we do 5 different big classes, 5 different mini classes, and just have fun and laugh, and it's just fabulous. So if you want more information on that, just reach out to me. I would be happy to help you. But we are going to hop into the sketch number 4 from the May crop. Coming up this weekend, we have the June virtual crop, and then we can get started the next week on that. So let's finish up May. Okay. Excited about this. Okay, so this is the May virtual crop, and let's just go ahead and pull the actual sketch over here. As you can see, it has fun at the bottom, fun on the sides, some extra borders going through. So if you look here, I kept the layout the same. We're going to flip it on the one that I do on screen today, but we kept it the same with these ones over here. I did make this one a little bit bigger. And then I did these, and then I used a map there because those were the photos I had for the layout. And then, as you can see, I did the train station up here because this was a Christmas market in London in a train station, which was amazing. So I thought it would be fun to use the train up there, but then the train didn't really look right going up and down here. So I just kind of mimicked the train with this double border, and so that worked there. I used the Fast to Fab pages. I found one that went across here and were the same, so that worked out well. And then cut my paper here and here. So super fun. I kept it simple going down the middles with just a strip of a 1-inch strip of cardstock. I didn't add another border there because I felt like I had enough fun going on. And of course, I used my favorite, the Write-on stickers. If you have not used these, we now have them in multiple colors, and they make me so happy. So this is noteworthy, combined with a little bit of course, the passport collection. So let's go ahead and do it in. Now we've moved into Belgium here. We went on the train, and we came home, and it's Christmas Eve in Belgium. And we are using Joy to the World. It is still available. It's on last chance. So if you like what you see and you like the page, how the pages turn out, then you're going to want to go grab some Joy to the World because it is going fast. Okay, so first thing that we're going to do is we're going to flip our pages. So this one has the borders going back and forth here and horizontal here, but we're going to swap that because my next page, I'm on Fast Fabs. My next page happens to be this one. So I was like, oh, well, that works out perfectly. We can use that there. There is a matching page that has it down along the bottom. So let's just go ahead and do that. So a lot of using Fast Fab is just looking at the elements, the page you want to use. Sometimes I cover the whole page up, and we'll go over that on a different day. Because right now I don't need to cover a whole page up. It works perfectly. But the thing that you have to remember is that the Fast to Fab pages are only a couple of dollars more than just plain white pages. So you can cover a bunch of them out and you're still a lot of money ahead, trust me. Okay, so now I'm going to put the paper here and here. So let's go ahead and do that. We need 5-inch strips for that. You guys are getting full-on birthday energy too while you're at it. So you're getting me coming off of an event, which was fun, and coming off of a birthday, which, you know, who doesn't love that? So there we go. Put this in here. Now, this side would have looked cute too, but I felt like it was a little bit much. This side was just perfect for what I wanted. So this goes here, and this goes up here. So now we're pulling that spread together. Okay. So now the next element that we're going to do, so we already have the border that goes across the bottom and the border that goes here. So now butted up against here, we're going to need our 1-inch strip. I'm going to put that down before the borders, and you'll see why in just a second. So let's go ahead and use 2 1-inch strips. I want to use one of the green sides. I'm going to hold it up whenever I'm done and see which looks best with what I already have going on. So let's just measure all the way up and all the way down when you're doing these little cuts. Okay. So do I want, I think I do like that. The other option is this. Oh, I like that too. Tough call. I'm going to go with this one. So we're going to do our 1-inch strip across here. And then I brought over these in case I wanted a little bit more. And you know what? The other side is red. Maybe I like that better. Nope, they don't quite match. So these ones don't match. They're from the same pack, but I decided that they were close enough because they're this far apart from each other, and then I didn't have to open 2 packs. I usually just open 2 packs of any borders, but I had already used these ones before, so they have been used up. Let's see, let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and opened another pack, and I thought, you know what? Those are close enough to being the same. We're just going to use them like this. But do I want that? I think I'm happier without adding an extra border in there. So that's, that's how I make decisions. I lay it out and I decide what I think is going to look best. So I'm not going to add another border. It has enough going on with this big border. And so now we pulled that element in. We still put the extra 1-inch piece across here. We're going to skip these borders because it's a lot of borders for me. Okay. So now we're going to do a lot of vertical photos just because that's what I had from this. So I'm going to switch it up. Look, my kids had so much fun. They found a steampunk bar, and on Christmas Eve, they went out, they got all dressed up, and they went out together. And then, of course, they took some pictures and sent them to me. They obviously didn't do the best photos, but that's okay. They did great by sending me some. So I am super, super happy. So first, I'm going to start with matting these pictures. I am going to use the gold shimmer. Love this color. And I want 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 mats. Now that's because it gives me an 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So I need to cut it down to, if you look at my magic mat sticker here, 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 means I need a 10.5 inch square to start. So we're going to go to 10.5. It's also just, if you like to do math like I do, you just add the 4 1/4 plus the 6 1/4 and you get 10.5, and that tells you what size mat you need. But this, I do a lot of matting, so it works out really, really well for me to go ahead and do magic mats, because then I don't have to use up quite so much paper, because it's really hard to cut more than 3 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 mats out of one sheet of paper unless you know how to do this. So we're just going to measure from the 4 1/4 down to the 6 1/4, rotate to the left. I'm going to do it again. Now, remember that to cut to the 6 1/4, this casing is 1 inch from the cut line to the front. So you're going to bring the front down to 7 1/4. Voila, you have a mat. Rotate to the left, and you really only have to do that one time. People have done lots of little tricks, like put a little clip there, measure down and then cut up. I just find it very simple to watch what I'm doing and measure down. I chose the gold shimmer because these pictures are a little bit blurry. They're in the dark. And I felt like it really brightened the pictures and made them a little clearer when I put them up against the gold shimmer. So plus it goes really nice with the Christmas joy, but this gold shimmer just kind of lightened the pictures and made them a little less blurry. So, and that made me happy. I'm so happy we're starting to get some June weather around here. PA has not been cooperating with the summer schedule that we're all used to. So, okay, so now we have these here and these here. And I think I'm going to add this picture in. This needs to go over here. And I think I can just kind of, yep, there we go. That one's going to go down there like that. This one going to go there. And as you can see, I'm very much an eyeballer, but you can also put it right on your mat and measure. There's no wrong way to do it as long as you are happy with the end result. I am going to cut this one down a little tiny bit. Looking at it, and I feel like I can still get the same effect if I cut this off the side. So we took a picture of this carousel because it is very steampunky. My kids are, as you can see, are into steampunk. So it was a fun photo to get. So that's going to go there. And then we're going to add in a journal box. So I pulled out a couple because I want it to be a little bit smaller. I needed to go vertical. So I can either do this one or I can do one of these. I think I'm going to do this little tab over here. So I'm going to bring this over here, and it is 6 inches all the way. So I just need to cut it at 3 inches. And now I have this perfect little journal box. So I'm going to pop my pictures down here. I am going to line my pictures up so that they are semi. There we go. Same distance over here. And now I'm going to add in my journal box. Right about here. I'm going to tuck it. And now I could actually do a little more writing here. Let's go ahead and add a bigger journal box. So let's see what we have to work with. I feel like I'll be happier with more. I'm a less is more kind of a gal, but ooh, that's kind of cute. But I feel like on this one, I could do a little more and be happy. That might be cute. And you just pull out what you have to work with, and then you decide what's going to look the best. So, mats are all super cute, but I'm thinking one of these might look best. Maybe this one might be a little too big. Let's see. Yeah, that's too big. Let's do this one, which means I don't really want that one there. We can just put an embellishment there instead. So this is going to go here. I can do a little more writing. And now let's pull out the embellishments. Lots of cute embellishments with this. Look, even a little gingerbread man to go up here. Let's see, don't really want a church. Let's see what else we want. Oh, a little gift. Let's see. Then remember, it's just fun to cluster them. They just look nicer. Remember back when we first started scrapbooking and we like sneezed all over our page? It was craziness. Okay, I think I'm going to go with these ones. So let's go ahead and put this down first because it's the biggest. And then let's put this cute little gingerbread man next. And then let's add in, oh, I like that gift side better. Put this little gift in here. And now I'm going to grab my multi-purpose tool. And I think I want to put a little heart in the center of my bow. I love the little gemstones that came with Joy to the World. They are probably the cutest gemstones I've seen yet. Can add some little hearts. Add a heart over here. My baby girl. Maybe one more little heart over here. And mix our Christmas gifts. Okay, and for me, that is enough embellishing. I'm perfectly happy with how this turned out, and I am going to add my journaling right here. And that was our last one for May. So stay tuned for the June virtual crop. Get those done. Get those submitted on the Creative Memories virtual crop page, and you can go in for prizes and then come here and do them with me on Fast Fab because you will get things done so much faster. Okay, have a great day.